So this week I'm doing 50 things in my life that I'm happy have happened. At first I thought this list should only be things that brought me immediate happiness. But I think it's true that all the decisions we make in life, both the good and the bad, are what shape us. And ultimately, I think that means that to be happy with where I am now, which I really am, that I have no choice but to be gratified with the path that led me here. I think you'll see what that means. I've lived in 3 countries. Visiting the Anne Frank house. Twice. I chose to live with my mom after the divorce. Buying my first comic book at the Stars and Stripes newsstand. I waited till I was 30 before I got my tattoo. Living with my grandparents and getting to know them. Having my rebellious phase in a country with loose alcohol and drug laws. Having an after-school job at my local comic shop. Talking to Paul, who introduced me to the guys. Swinging across a vine on a creek. Joining the school newspaper and the yearbook, where I learned both my love of writing and photography. Read the classics. Staying in the same high school long enough to make lifelong friends. Converting the shed in the backyard into a game room. Breaking my toe while playing King of the Mountain on a sand dune at the beach. Playing paintball that same night, with my broken toe stuffed into a steel-toed boot. Meeting Andy, Brian, and James. Having friendships that strong at such a young age. Skipped school to buy a Pink Floyd album. Meeting Jennifer and having a great female friend. Getting cats, even when what I really wanted was a dog. Going to Vegas when I was still single. Deciding I wasn't ready to have kids, and then not having them. Learning an instrument. Sold something on Craigslist for a profit. Buying that '69 Ford Galaxie 500 when I was still young enough to enjoy it. Taking a chance on moving to Austin because I had always wanted to live there. Being one of the lucky few to go to the best birthday celebration around. Thanks, Harry. Discovering the online message board at Dragon's Lair. Meeting Bob and the gang for that first Friday night. Splitting from my ex-wife on my birthday. Living with Jennifer off and on for more years than I can count. Losing so much weight that I became kind of a jerk. Dating someone before it all came off. Almost dying in the middle of nowhere, Texas. But here's the significant part. Not actually dying. Driving to Mexico in a cab with 2 friends. Planning to change your entire life for a girl. But wait, getting dumped on my birthday for the 2nd time. Flirt with a complete stranger at a bookstore. Watch the classics. Gaining back just enough weight to stop being such a jerk. Getting dumped on my birthday for the 3rd and last time. Going out and meeting Rachel that same night. Going to that first book club to meet John and Becky. Asking her out again halfway through the first date. Clearly having more than one hobby. Asking for her father's blessing. Saying I do to the right woman. Planning the rest of our lives. I think what I realized when I was making this is it's not so much about what I've done, where I've gone. It really is more about relationships. Those are the things that are the most important to me. The experiences are great, but really it's the relationships in my life that mean the most to me. I'll see you next week, John. I'll see you next week, Becky. You guys should do one of these lists too. It was actually a lot of fun, really interesting. Maybe do one together. That might be kind of interesting. See you next week, guys.